Hello, friends of YouTube. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're in a warmer place than I am. Let's see who's all here in the chat. I see Edvaldo from Brazil, Bob from Florida, John, Emerson. Hello, everybody. And as always, let me know right away if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. We are in very snowy Calgary, but not quite as much snow as there was when I got here about 2 weeks ago, when it was minus 20 and it was like at least a foot of snow. Like, it was one of the biggest, I guess, like winter storms that they've had in November. Like, keep in mind, this was in November. You expect these kinds of things end of December, January, February, but that's Canada for you. You never know what you're gonna get. All right. Oh, what the heck? One sec, guys. What happened? That was weird. I just got a new gimbal from Black Friday, and I'm still figuring out how it works. I have no idea why that happened. Very strange. Want to say a big hello and thank you to Jim Ross. Jim, thank you so much for making the time to be here, because I know you got a lot going on today. And thank you so much for the lovely PayPal as always. I hope you are doing great. So nice to have all the regulars here. Let's see here. Hello to Barry from Sydney, Australia. We got Groovy Guy from Idaho. What the heck is happening? I swear to God, this has never happened with my other gimbal. I'm missing my other gimbal now. Okay, one sec, guys. Maybe it's because it's like not positioned properly. I don't know. What is going on? That is not good. Okay, one sec. Maybe like that. Okay, hope that works. Or, oh, is that the problem? Like, please don't flip on me. Okay. I saw a question. Yeah, let's get the most obvious thing out of the way. Thank you to Allison. Hi, Alina. When are you hoping to leave Calgary and head to Sofia? Yeah, that is really the question of my life right now. I'm hoping soon. Like, I applied for my Bulgarian visa the 15th of November, and usually they're supposed to be able to process it within a month, meaning that would be at the end of this week. And I gave them, a Canada Post envelope to mail it back to me, but Canada Post is still on strike at this point in time. And second of all, when I applied, they said because it's the Christmas season and they're kind of behind, I should maybe expect it early January. So it could be any time between now and then, I guess. Obviously sooner than later would be better, because I'd really like to, leave before the end of the year. But at this point in time, I have no idea when it's going to happen. But I mean, it's coming soon, I guess, is what I mean to say. It'll just be a little bit more complicated if I leave in January for tax purposes, but it's kind of out of my hands, so just hoping for the best at this point in time. So guys, I will talk more about that as we go, but I'm sure some of you are wondering, why is there people dressed as like Santa Claus and actually, let me flip this, and people dressed like Christmas trees. It's actually really cute. I didn't know that this was happening, but they're having like some kind of, one second, they're having some kind of like race, if you can kind of see, which is cool. So everybody that's participating in it, I think, has to be in a Christmas outfit. So that's kind of cool. As you'll see, these guys walking here, I love it. If I was going to run a race, I would want to dress up as well. So that is what's going on here. And I specifically chose this area to start the live stream. Maybe some of you recognize it from the collaboration video I did with Tourism Calgary about a month ago, which was a really cool experience. But this is a very special area of Calgary because it's where I think this is the Bow and this is the Elbow rivers meet. They converge, they become one, and that kind of gave name to the confluence, which is then this historic site just in front of us, where you can learn all about the history of Calgary before it officially became a city, like the First Nations history of this area. And then in, I believe it was 1875, it became a Northwest Mounted Police post called Fort Calgary. And then I don't know how many years later, but then it officially became like a city. So this is literally where Calgary as a city got its start. So I thought that would be a good place to kind of start our walk today. And this area that you can kind of see behind me is one of my favorite neighborhoods in the city. It's called Inglewood. You would have also seen that in some of my videos. So I think I did a live stream there last summer if you guys wanted a more in-depth tour of that. But it's like a really beautiful kind of artistic area with lots of local businesses. Really, really nice. And it is more or less a 20-minute walk from downtown, which is the direction that we are going to be going in today. So that is the lovely spot that I wanted to start today's video in, give you guys a little bit of history about the city. So yeah, let me read. Oh, my dad's here. Hi, Gordon Magoo. Gordy Magoo is in the chat. He's in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan right now, so they have it far colder than we do right now. It's technically kind of warm right now. It's about 2 degrees, 3 degrees, something like that. So that's why I was able to live stream this weekend, because the weekends before it was like minus 20, minus 10, and I think my my equipment would freeze up, and even my phone battery will drain a lot faster. Like even today, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a 2-hour live stream as I sometimes do. I assume my battery will. Oh my God, what is going on? I am not happy about this gimbal situation, guys. How do I can I lock this thing? No? Oh, this is troubling. I never had this happen with my old gimbal. They're both DJI. What the heck is going on? Okay, let's hope for the best. Yeah, so we'll see how my battery goes today at like 2 degrees, but usually anytime you have any sort of extreme temperatures with technology, it's not really a good thing. So yeah. Hello to Johanna. Oh, and hello to Donna Lynn as well. Hello. One of my dad's lovely family friends. Appreciate you guys coming out. Actually, for anybody who's new to Calgary, one of the other really cool things about the city here is that you can really have a great time floating down the river in the summertime. It's like literally a thing where there's companies that will rent you these sort of like tubes or sort of like raft boats, I guess you could call them. Obviously you can bring your own as well, and that's what people do. And the river goes on for such a long time that yeah, you can just have like a lazy day floating down the river for like 2 hours, and overall you don't really have to do that much work other than steer, because like, you know, it's gonna go around the little island thing. So it's actually a pretty fun thing to do. I did it maybe 3 years ago with my friend Katrina. We had a really fun time. So summer is obviously best. Like, let's be frank. Let's be frank. All of Canada, other than the incredible like ski resorts, you know. Oh, this is not good. What in the heck is going on? Does anybody know why this is happening? Any tech people? Like, why would this happen? I don't like it. Why would that happen? Yeah. Well, what can you do? Think I missed a super chat from Michael. Thank you so much. Hey, Alina, how are you doing? Doing well, Michael. Thank you. I hope you're doing good too, and happy holidays. Yeah, I mean, overall I'm good, but you know, a little bit stressed because if I do plan to leave before the end of the year, I hope I get my paperwork in the next week or two, because I also need enough time to like do all the non-residency stuff that I need to do in person here in Calgary, like with my bank and like driver's license and like healthcare and everything. And I can't do it until I'm approved, right? Because otherwise I do it now, but I have to wait until I actually know I have the visa and have the passport in my hand. So that's been a little bit stressful, but other than that, good. Dave, for helping me with my electronics, thank you. Sounds like an issue with the clamp on the gimbal. They don't make stuff like they used to. I wonder, should I press it in one? No, it's actually on there pretty good. Or maybe I shouldn't have the case on when I do it. I don't freaking know. I'm gonna have to play around with this thing more. Like, it's supposed to be a more advanced option than my last one, right? I think I had the Ohm 2 or whatever from DJI that I've had for 4 or 5 years, and then I got this guy on a Black Friday sale. It's the Ohm 6, and it's supposed to be better, right? Hello. Oh my god, why? That's so annoying. I'm sorry guys, I apologize, but I don't know why this is happening, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. Reed, thank you so much. Hi Alina, fellow Canadian currently in Bangkok. Your videos on Bangkok really helped me traverse the city better. Thank you so much, Reed, and I'm very jealous. I was literally actually thinking to myself as I was walking here, I'm like, oh, yeah, this is why I haven't been here the last 3 years. Like, as fun as it is to enjoy the snow, you know, for a couple of weeks, go take in the amazing, yeah, like ski resorts that they have here, especially in the west of Canada. But after that, like, let's just leave. Let's just leave. Like, you know, it's just miserable and it's gray, and I don't like the cold. I'm really not adept for the cold, to be honest. Like, I can, you know, put up with it for a while, but I'm not good at dealing with it long term. So we'll see how things go. We'll see how cold Sofia actually is, because I thought it was supposed to be quite warm from what I read online, and then when I said that it should really be above 0 degrees the whole winter in one of my videos, the locals were like, oh no, it gets colder. And I was like, huh, really? Does it now? So yeah, we'll see how this winter in Sofia goes, because obviously I'll have to be there probably for at least January and February to kind of get settled in. But after that, you know, the years after, maybe I will still go away for the winters, you know, go to Southeast. This is annoying. This is so annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll maybe go away for like, why is it even tipped? This gimbal is not making a good impression on me. 1 second, guys. Please work. Please work. On that note of nice things in the world, thank you so much for the super chat, Stan. Thank you so much. Hello, Alina. You are the brightest thing showing in the live stream. Well, thank you. I would advise on using this for hot chocolate. I'll write soon. Thank you so much, Stan. That is very sweet of you, and I will absolutely be getting a hot chocolate after this. Thankfully, it's not too bad. I was kind of worried about my hands being out because I needed to like scroll the comments, but it's actually not too bad. So, you know, it is what it is. But thank you so much, Stan, and happy holidays. Hope you are doing good. Mark says Spain in January. Yeah, that would be nice. I've only been to Barcelona way back in the day, so yeah, I've heard very good things about Spain, so it would be great to check out more of that country. Hello from Dedmonton. Hello, neighbor. I'm sure you guys have it even a little bit colder than we do here. Oh man, let's see here. Phil says Sofia can get cold, but not as much as it used to in the past. It's usually all right. Greetings from Plovdiv, Bulgaria. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's not going to be Canada cold, obviously, right? Thank God. But I know it's probably not going to be as warm as I would like it to be, is the problem. I'm just going to give you guys a bit of a view here on the river. This is St. Patrick's Park, kind of like this island park that's connected by that bridge right there. Really lovely place to go for a walk in when the trees aren't quite this dead. Though I think you see that hill kind of right in the middle there. I think that would actually be fun in the winter for the kids to go sledding down, and it's like a workout to go up and down on, so that's kind of fun. Let's go here. You guys can see the Calgary Tower already. This area of the city is called the East Village. And to be honest, if I did live in Calgary, this would probably be one of the top neighborhoods that I would consider, because you guys know I like walkability, so you're still, you know, in walking distance of, well, I mean, you are in downtown more or less, but you can walk basically everywhere in downtown. You can walk down to Kensington area, you can walk here by the river, you can go all the way down to Inglewood. So honestly, probably this, yeah, let me just state that if I lived in Calgary, this would be my top neighborhood, because I know there's other like beautiful neighborhoods in the city, but like they're not walkable. Like maybe they have like a little park around them and that's about it, but you more or less have to drive everywhere, and I really don't like it. Like I really don't. I'm not the kind of person that wants to have to get into a car to go everywhere. And then I don't think I have road rage, but it's like borderline when I'm sitting in traffic. So I don't think that would be good for me or the community. So it's better I stick to walkable areas and cities. Barb says, I saw a Chinook arch yesterday. Am I understanding that correctly, where you mean like it's a cloud kind of thing, right? Because Chinooks is a very common thing here in Calgary that helps the weather be warmer, which obviously we love. It's like a certain kind of wind current or something. I'm not a meteorologist, guys. Don't expect the right terminology from me, but I think that's what you're referring to, right, Barb? Patrick watching here from St. Cloud, Minnesota. That's such an interesting name. Rick Silver says -5 in Halifax area. Oh, that's kind of chilly. The Maritimes, like obviously they're super beautiful parts of Canada in the summertime, as I experienced, you know, last year. What is this? Higgy hut or Hig hut? This is the Scandinavian term, I think. Is it to like get warm or get a coffee or something? Oh, this is cute. I think they're selling like different kinds of craft kind of stuff. And they got a cute little fire. Okay. I like it. Hello. Nice. There you guys can see the C train going over the bend. Oh, I guess one thing that I didn't mention is that, you know, at the end of St. Patrick's Park there that I was pointing to you guys is also the Calgary Zoo. So, you know, if you got kids or something like that, that is also a fun place to go. But yeah, as I was saying with the Maritimes, yeah, absolutely beautiful in the summertime. Like, my God, I still have this like love in my heart, especially for Prince Edward Island in the summer. Just like magical place. But in the winter, I've heard that they have it pretty bad too. Like, no, it's not -40 cold like Saskatchewan is. It's probably a bit warmer, you could say, but because they're like right on the water, and sometimes they get those like really strong storms and that humidity in the air, I think it could feel even colder than Saskatchewan. So the Maritimes is also like a tricky place to stay warm in this crazy season. Oh, we got Phil and Sebastian coffee shop here. Actually, let's go through here, guys. I have a pseudo sort of route plan today, but I know Calgary well enough that we can kind of mix things up on the go. I really like some of the buildings in this area, so I'll give you a closer look. Oh man, we got so many Bulgarians here in the chat. I love it. Nikolai from Bulgaria. Just on that note, I really want to say a big thank you to all the locals, you know, who have wrote me messages on Instagram or emailed me with like, you know, tips about coming to their country. I really appreciate it, because yeah, like as much as okay, I can do my own research, but suggestions from actual locals, you know, that's the best kind of suggestion. So thank you all so much for reaching out, and you know, like so many people have invited me already, you know, out for coffee and stuff or for dinner or something. So thank you all so much for being hospitable. I knew I was making the right choice with Bulgaria. You know, I think I will fit in quite well in that community, or at least I hope to. So we'll see how things go. Oh. Actually, has anybody seen my mom in the chat? Because I wasn't able to look at all the messages when I first started my live, but she is unfortunately a little bit under the weather today. She was actually going to come out with me, you know, for the live stream, but she started to have a bit of a cough and like sore throat, but she said she would watch my live. So Mom, are you here right now? Let me know. Ali says, Alina, stay in Alberta. Next month we are joining the USA. Yes, I heard that Canada is becoming the, 51st state or something like that. That would be something, right? First, Russia tries to take over Ukraine. What's next? USA tries to take over Canada. Is that going to be World War III? NATO against NATO? All right. So yeah, guys, this is the East Village. Super nice. Where do I want to go? Or do I want to go? Let's go down here, actually. Who cares? That's actually kind of a strange name for a store, I would say. Barb asks, Alina, have you been to the Bell Center, Studio Bell? Yes, I have. It was my first time just about a month ago with Tourism Calgary. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it through here, but that beautiful, unique building. It's got, I think, 2 different sound stages, and I went there for like one of those candlelight concerts. It was a Vivaldi concert. Oh, it was beautiful. Really, really beautiful venue and super talented musicians, and they're always having like, you know, different kinds of shows going on here. So if you're in Calgary, I would definitely recommend it. Patrick asks, have you ever visited Australia? Yes, I have actually, but a very long, oh, fuck's sakes. I'm gonna have to walk faster. There's a guy who's kind of freaking me out walking behind me now. Yes, so I have been to Calgary, Australia, but it was when I was 18. So that's a while ago, right, guys? Need to go visit again because, yeah, I'm sure things have changed, and I really only did the East Coast. I went up from, well, I guess Canberra was the most south that I went. I think Canberra's lower than Sydney. And then I went up to, I think you pronounce it Cairns, not Cairns, but Cairns, right? So yeah, I went up to Cairns. Went sailing in the Whitsundays. I did go to Uluru. I did go to the Outback. So, you know, I feel like I did see a lot, but the whole West Coast I haven't done. So that would be great to see. Sea train. Let's open things up here. There we are. There we go. We got Winners, Superstore. Like, see, this is what I mean about living in East Village here in Calgary. Like, it is quite convenient, you know, for Calgary, that you do have so much within, like, you know, walking distance. And you, buddy, where are you? Hello, walking here. Think let's go one more block. Obviously I want to take you guys to like Stephen Avenue and stuff. I'll go down here. Typical Calgary driver, yeah. No, it's typical. I mean, okay. So there's, honestly, I haven't come across a country, or have I? Most countries overall don't have good drivers. You have to be careful everywhere, but you know, some places more than others. And to be frank, Canada is not at all the worst that I've experienced. I've experienced far worse traffic, but I guess if I was to say, you know, what's the best traffic and the most careful drivers that I've ever experienced, that's easy. Singapore and Japan, like, without a doubt. Like, those are the 2 countries where not only do they like follow the rules and are like, you know, careful drivers and very calm drivers too, right? Because like in Canada, we get some people that for sure are suffering from road rage, but there, like, you never really hear people like honking at each other or like zooming by you when they're pissed about something. Like, very calm, very cool. So I guess from my experience, those are the two best driver countries that I've been to, but then they're also the best for many other things. So, you know, they just got it going on in many different regards. Oh. No, Dan, not like the drivers in Bulgaria. I would say the drivers in Bulgaria are substantially more insane than they are here in Canada. So that's the other thing that slightly worries me about Bulgaria. But, you know, I'm not really going to be driving, and it's not really going to have to be something that I have to deal with on a serious basis. So it's fine. Here, the building that you guys see right there, very unique sort of architectural style, is the Central Library. Oh, hello guys. Yeah, sure, let's drive in front of pedestrians. Yeah, as the Central Library, absolutely one of the most beautiful buildings that they've built here in Calgary in the last, well, I think it's been at least already 5 years since it's been here. So in the last 10 years that I've seen, just gorgeous, like such a beautiful building inside and out. So huge props to them for building that. We are gonna go down by City Hall and Olympic Plaza. With AT making the comment, no one hangs out downtown on the weekend, it's only for workers. Yes, I mean, overall, downtown is much busier on weekdays because, yeah, definitely the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday corporate crowd is really the main demographic here. But, I mean, quite a few people also live in downtown. Like, there are a lot of, like, you know, big residential buildings here, and, you know, sometimes they have like fun events going on or something. So as you can see, like, there are some people out today. Oh, I missed a super chat, I think. Thank you so much to Costas World of Music Memories for the new gimbal fund. Is mom still living in the same place there? Stay warm, Alina, Harriet, Jim, and Yuki. Thank you so much, guys. That is so sweet of you. I hope I won't need a new gimbal. I think I just haven't figured out how to, you know, use it properly. I think there's some settings that I'll probably have to adjust. But hey, I don't want to speak too soon, but it's been a little while since it did the flippy thing, right? It's probably been at least 10 minutes, so that's good. So, yeah. To answer your question, is mom still living in the same place there? So yes, she is for now, but I can't speak on my mom's plans just yet. But what I can tell you guys is that she was scheduled to leave this apartment the end of December, which is why I was so worried that, like, what if Canada Post sends my letter to this address and we don't live there anymore? So luckily we were able to extend for a month, because the company, you know, that she rents through, Avenue Living, I think they're having some problems filling their units because they've jacked up their prices so much. So I think, you know, they were more than happy to allow us to extend, you know, for another month for $2,100, right? Like, how insane is that for my mom's 1-bedroom apartment? Not even downtown, not even like a fancy sort of building. Like, obviously it's nice, for sure it's nice, but it's not like, you know, state of the art or anything. And $2,100 in Calgary. Like, how ridiculous is that? So yeah, so she's able to stay until the end of January. I'll let you guys know what her plans are a little bit later on. But yeah, that's where she is for now. Louise, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, you're in my Patreon too. Thank you so much. Hello, Alina. What is the temperature there right now? It is, I don't know, maybe 2-3 degrees is what it feels like. Today it's supposed to be a high of 6. So we'll see if it gets there. But yeah, it's going to get colder from here on out, unfortunately. But thank you so much, Louise. Hope you are doing well. Perfect. So where we are here is the police station, first of all. And then second of all, we've got, yeah, I guess this is City Hall. It kind of like goes on further down that way. This is just kind of like the front facade of it. So really beautiful building. And, oh gosh. Guys, I don't know what's going on. Why is the person who's on drugs doing some crazy shit? Why is my battery on my gimbal red now? I don't like this. Oh, I hope that's not a problem. Like, it shows full bars, but my battery is red. That's kind of strange, isn't it? I don't know. Want to say a big thank you to Jim Mork. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hope you are soon in hope you soon are in Sofia. Thank you, Jim. I hope so too. I really do. Let's see here. Hussein says, I lived in Siberia for a long time and loved the snow and cold, but now I only like the heat, and that's why I'm staying in Los Angeles all winter. Fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, speaking of Siberia, you guys can probably tell that this is the kind of jacket that is not made in Canada, that Canadians probably would not wear. I actually got this in more or less Siberia. I mean, Yekaterinburg in Russia is not like central Siberia, but yeah, I got this there in, well, yeah, 2019, and this is just like a gorgeous jacket, and yes, this is real fur, but yeah, this is like beautiful jacket that just reminded me when you said Siberia. Let's see here. All right, guys, I'm actually cold standing here for so long. Let me flip the camera and let's go across the road here to Olympic Plaza and make our way to Stephen Avenue. I really like this building. That's also a very cool build. And that's like apartments, I think. Or actually, is it? Or is it some offices too? I thought it was actually, it's the Telus Sky building, when I'm not mistaken. I think maybe it's both residential and commercial, but yeah, really beautiful building. There we are. It's a little early right now, but I think they're actually working on it to put a skating rink in here in Olympic Plaza. Always a nice thing in the winter to go skating downtown and, you know, see all the big buildings everywhere. Actually, what are they doing? That doesn't look like they're putting ice down. Let's take a look here. I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't know what. Almost looks like light panels. Or those, oh, there's snow sculptures there. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go down here, actually. Maybe there's a festival that I don't know about that's coming up soon. Any locals or people in the know? Is there some kind of like, whoops, winter festival that's coming up here? Let's see here. beautiful. Aw. Thank you so much to David for the super chat. So sweet of you. Calgary looks amazing. Thank you, Alina, to show us around the city of Calgary. Here's a nice cup of hot chocolate and a delicious pastry. Thank you so much, David. That is very, very sweet of you. I hope you are doing well and having a great holiday season. I appreciate you always coming out to my lives. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. One sec, guys. Yeah, this gimbal is definitely taking some getting used to, that's for sure. Yeah, really not sure what's happening here. Okay, I think some people actually got upset that I said that this was real fur, and I get that, I totally understand that, but I only wear the kind of fur that the animal is going to die anyway, right? Like if you're vegan, totally understandable, but like if you eat meat, like what's the difference if you wear leather, right? So this is rabbit, and in Russia they eat rabbit, actually. So yeah, I'm totally fine with using the whole animal if people are actually going to, you know, eat meat. If you don't eat meat, then I think you can be fair in saying, okay, I don't wear fur, but if you eat meat, questionable. So that's kind of my thoughts on that, but each to their own, obviously. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, guys. Don't be shy, I'm friendly. Want to see more? I have no idea what this is. Pique your curiosity at, but those look like ice sculptures, though I don't think they don't look real. I think they're actually fake, right? Because they would melt, I think, with 2 degrees. So I don't know. Yeah, not sure, guys, sorry. Maybe they will have a sign somewhere else of what this is. Plazapalooza Festival, Anish says. All right. Let's head on up here. Right in front is the Art Commons building. I believe they have different kinds of performances here, like sometimes like theater or like comedy kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. In the summertime, this is like a really, really lively area. I don't know what's actually in here, though. It says Jack Singer Concert Hall. Is this actually a performance stage? Because I can't say I've ever seen that many people going in here as you would if there was like shows going on. But I mean, I'm not downtown all the time, so I don't know for sure. Oh, what the heck? First of all, yes, you are correct that I guess this festival must be called Plazapalooza, so thank you for that. But second of all, what happened to the suffrage statues, right? There used to be those really cool statues about women's suffrage that was here. You, madame, are not a person. What did they do with them? Did they move them somewhere else? That's so strange. Huh. Hopefully, they were nice statues. But yeah, I guess this is what the festival is, guys. It's already been going on the weekends. So yeah, maybe this weekend. Maybe, well, my mom's not feeling well, so we probably won't go, yeah, this weekend, but maybe next weekend. Interesting. Cool. All right. Very nice. Mr. Jameson says, hello from rainy Vancouver. Calgary was my home in the 90s. Was back in September this year. Have so much love for Calgary. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like intermix between Vancouver and Calgary, right? There's like a lot of people, especially now, I think there's a lot of people from Vancouver that have moved here to Calgary. And obviously Vancouver is such an amazing city that lots of Calgarians want to move there. So a lot of intermix between them all. This is, well, I guess where the Glenbow Museum will still be, but they're kind of redoing things. 1 second, guys. There we go. Yeah, so they're redoing the Glenbow Museum, so that's going to be really cool once it's finished. And here we are on Stephen Avenue, the pedestrian street in downtown Calgary. Super lively in the summertime because they have like all the patios that are out. Lots of fun, like especially during Stampede. So yeah, here we got the Calgary Tower. Oh, thank you for the message, Jay Santos, and made the comment, try brunch at Calgary Tower. I didn't know that they did brunch. I thought it was just like lunch and dinner. That would actually be really cool. I'm always up for a good brunch. Very nice. I don't know what this place is. Thompson's? I don't think I've ever been there. I really like the historic buildings that they have here on Stephen Avenue. Super beautiful. I want to make it across the street, but I'll show you guys the tower as I walk. I hadn't been up there in probably, I don't even know, at least 15 years. Like when I was a kid and here on a band trip is kind of the last time that I remember going up the Calgary Tower. But obviously we went up it when I worked with Tourism Calgary, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, it's actually pretty nice. Like, it's a really, really great view, like especially on a clear day. So, fun thing to do. New coffee shop that they're gonna open here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I don't know, is this new? They put a Value Village boutique in here. I actually saw one of these in Toronto that they're almost like, yeah, becoming, I don't know, I guess boutique stores or something instead of just these like huge Walmart style, you know, find whatever you can get kind of places. That's kind of cool. Huh. Interesting. If you haven't watched my past videos about Calgary, especially the one where I was telling you guys about like my mom's insane rent situation, where because Alberta doesn't have rent control, you know, technically landlords can charge whatever they want, like whatever people are willing to pay, right? So this year, when her building got taken over by new management, her rent went from like $1,400 to more or less $2,000, but it's like actually $2,100. They gave her $100 discount because she was an existing, you know, client or whatever. So yeah, her rent went up by $600, which is insanity. And yeah, it's crazy because like in the past 2 to 3 years, Canada has been like one of the Calgary has been one of the fastest growing cities in Canada, where I don't know exactly like percentile wise how much it increased, but for the longest time, like Calgary was always sitting around like 1 million, 1.1 million people, and literally within the span of 3 years, it's now like 1.5. Like 1.5. I think it has been probably around like 100,000 increase every single year. So initially, yeah, they could probably, I guess, jack up the prices that much because, you know, there was just such a scarcity of places, and, you know, people coming in from Toronto or Vancouver where that's still, I guess, reasonable. But now I think people are realizing it's not actually that budget friendly to move to Calgary, because for most people, unless you live and work right downtown, like you need to have a car. Like you need to have a car to get around this city. And, you know, that for most people, you know, if you're leasing a car, you know, $400 or $500 probably a month, you know, plus gas, plus insurance, plus parking, you know, to a certain extent. So, you know, the $400 or $500 that it costs less than living in Toronto for a 1-bedroom, you're spending that on a car anyway. So it's like, do you want to live in Calgary or do you want to live in Toronto? So it's crazy how much this city has changed in the last 3 years, like for better and for worse. Like obviously in better, I think there's been, you know, so many great businesses that have opened up. It's like far more lively, way more stuff going on, which is great. But at the same time, like cost of living has shot up like crazy. I mean, it's shot up everywhere in Canada, but I think Calgary and Alberta in general, because it doesn't have the rent control, is one of the worst examples. Want to say a big thank you to my lovely friend Shigeru. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hello Alina, I'm glad to see you are doing well. By the way, in Tokyo we're having a mild winter this year. It's still peak season for autumn foliage. I sometimes see foreigners in short sleeves. Oh, really? It's 3:50 a.m. here, but I will do my best to stay up until the end. Oh, thank you so much, Shigeru. That is very kind of you. And wish I was in Japan for the epic fall foliage that you guys got going on. So thank you so much as always. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's coming up here. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments as I give you guys a view here. See here. I don't agree, Mountain West. C-Train and buses cover the whole city reasonably well. I agree with you on the C-Train. If where you need to go to is on the C-Train, overall, yes. But as soon as you include buses, they're just not active enough from my experience. Like even my mom's place, like I can't walk to the C-Train station unless I'm gonna walk for 40 minutes. So there's like a bus in between. And I have waited half an hour for that bus many a times. Like they do not come that often, and in my opinion, like that's inexcusable. Like I get that, you know, they just don't have the budget for it, and most people have cars, which is why they can't have more buses. Like I get it, but at the same time, like I would not live in Calgary unless I was right downtown. Like if I lived anywhere else, I feel like I would need a car. So in my opinion, the public transport is like good, but it's not great. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dragos. Thank you so much. As a Romanian Canadian, nice, Torontonian since I was a kid, I want to escape the cost of living, but I bleed maple sap and I'm an introvert. What do I do? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what advice I can give you. I mean, first of all, yeah, if you want to escape the cold, I mean, Southeast Asia. In my opinion, that's the place to be. But as an introvert, I mean, obviously then have your own place wherever you go, but, you know, maybe join some kind of co-working or some kind of sports team or something, so you have some friends once in a while, you know. That's what I do. But thank you for the super chat. Costas World of Music Memories, Harriet, Jim, and Yuki, thank you. Will you be doing anything special for the holidays? Give our best to Gordy, Magoo, and Mom. Thank you so much, guys, and very happy holidays to you. So in a perfect world, like, I would like to receive my paperwork in the next couple of weeks. That would be amazing. Then I could get started on doing all the things that I need to do, actually book my plane ticket maybe for like the last days, you know, of December. And then ideally I'd want to spend Christmas with my mom. So we'd probably like just stay in, or I think she was saying something how we might actually go spend Christmas with like some of her friends and stuff who live here in the city. So that's most likely what I'm going to be doing for Christmas, which will be fun. All right, guys, I'm getting cold again, so let's keep it moving here. The one thing about Stephen Avenue is like there's a lot of drugs on this street, which I don't love. All right. Eduardo, thank you for the comment, asked what's the warmest month in Calgary. I mean, it probably ranges from year to year, but of course it's in the summertime. Maybe July would be my guess, something like that. The summers are lovely. Like, I mean, we had a bit of a chaotic summer this year. The temperature was just kind of wild, where it was actually like really nice and then suddenly dropped down to 10 degrees and like rain or something like that. So it was a bit of a chaotic summer this year, but usually summers, I think, are pretty nice here in Calgary. So that is the time to visit during Stampede, you know, those kinds of times. Let's get across the street here. We're coming up to the Core Mall. And I think I'm probably going to have to actually stop the live stream pretty soon, guys. Because first of all, my hands are getting a little bit chilly. But second of all, even though my gimbal hasn't done the weird flippy thing, the battery is now flashing red, and I don't know what that means. So maybe it is the cold, you know, maybe that's like the whole problem with why it's been acting up. Though I did use my old gimbal in these kinds of temperatures and it was fine, so I hope this one will work because it's not that cold. But yeah, like my battery is flashing and I don't know what that means. So just to not kill it, I think, yeah, let's probably end things here. But wanted to say a big thank you to Rahul. Thank you so much for the super chat and coming out as always. Have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you so much, Rahul, and likewise, I hope you have a great Christmas and New Year's. And to everybody, obviously, a very Merry Christmas coming up, and Happy New Year. I probably won't do another live stream while I'm here in Calgary, obviously, when I'm having gimbal issues, but also like it's gonna get colder, right? It's gonna get a lot colder, and then it's very difficult. Am I gonna get copywritten music? Okay, let me walk a little bit farther so I can properly do my outro here. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. There's somebody like literally, I don't know, smoking fucking crack right there. Jesus. Like, I don't know how that is even allowed, to be honest. Like, how have we gotten to a point in Canada where like nothing's done? Like, somebody's like smoking a crack pipe. Fine. Fine. That is so messed up. Like, imagine you did that in Singapore. Like, I mean, they may as well, I mean, I don't know what they would do in Singapore to you if you did that. Holy shit. Like, even, you know, I would think, and even, I don't know, Paris or something like that, even there, I think harder on that kind of, you know, public craziness. Like, if you want to do drugs, I mean, go do drugs, but don't do it in, like, a public place and there's, like, kids around or something like that. Jesus. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hit the road, YYC. Fellow Calgarian, born and raised in Moose Jaw. Oh my gosh, we're double neighbors. Enjoy the holidays. Thank you so much. Oh, I have such good memories of Moose Jaw. That's lovely. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, this probably will be my last live stream in Canada for a while. I mean, assuming that I get my visa and yeah, I'm actually moving to Bulgaria. I mean, either way, like, even in the absolute crazy case, because I thought about this, right? Even in the absolute crazy case that for some reason, I don't know, my visa gets denied and I'm not moving to Bulgaria, or I have to do more paperwork. I mean, it's unlikely, right? It's unlikely that that would happen. But I would still be going to Europe, like, eventually. Like, maybe I'd actually go somewhere else warmer first. But for sure, like, I will be leaving and traveling within the next month or two, because I've been in Canada, you know, for quite a while now, and I'm kind of starting to get the itch to travel and yeah, explore new things. So I'll keep you guys updated, obviously, in my videos with how things go. And to be honest, like, it could happen quick. Like, literally, I could get my visa maybe in the next couple of weeks and then be moving in the next few weeks. So let's hope for the best is what I'm trying to say. West Coast Walker, thank you so much for the super chat. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much. And likewise, thank you everybody who came out today. This was a really lovely walk and talk. I do really enjoy doing these live streams with you guys. Jim Ross, thank you so much for coming out as always. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Sending you lots of love and keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye, guys.